Let's talk about what's going on with these Afrikaners that the Democrats are upset about. We have this clip from Marco Rubio. He just everyone's sharing this clip, and of course, they have the words they use like demolished. He demolished a Democrat Senator Tim Kaine over the persecuted South African refugees. And then let's see, he said, "You don't like the fact that they're white." So they're upset that Donald Trump's allowing these people to come over, and I don't know. I don't really care if they're actually being persecuted. If there's actually people being persecuted, I'm fine with them coming over legally. Like I've always been fine with that. So I don't really care. But it's funny. I want to see this clip. I haven't actually seen it yet.
Statutory phrase says you are entitled to entrance as a refugee if you demonstrate a well-justified fear of persecution.
No, you're not entitled.
So
you're
can
allowed.
you have a different standard based upon the color of somebody's skin? Would that be?
Well, I'm not the one arguing that. Apparently, you are because you don't like the fact that they're white, and that's why they're
coming.
Say
that was statutory
phrase. Okay, well that is kind of funny. Were you guys able to hear the clip?
Yeah,
it was a little choppy, but I heard it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I love the double standard.
No, yeah, I love the double standard because I was looking into it, and there's so many articles where it's like they'll take comments from some of our elected officials and be like, oh, they called what's happening to the white Afrikaners a genocide, and it's like studies have shown that it's not actually a genocide, but it's like but they're still doing terrible things and taking land from people, and it's all racially motivated. So it's like if it's not a genocide, it doesn't matter, right? If they're still being persecuted.
Their definition of genocide will change based upon if it's politically advantageous for them or not.
Well, yeah, just like depending on the country. I mean, the definition of mass shooting changes depending on country.
Right.
Depending on the situation, honestly. It's not even a country. It's each individual situation. It's whatever best fits their narrative.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I love to see, or hate to see, I guess, but there's always and I'm not quite sure how to word it. It's like, well, you did it, so now we did it, so now we call you out on doing it when we did it because you called us out on, so you're the hypocrite. And it's like both sides are calling both sides a hypocrite. Does that make sense? Like, oh, Trump allows all these white people to come in, so he's a hypocrite because he wouldn't let other refugees in. But
it's an eye for an eye.
But then,
they blame each other for it.
Yeah, the right's also calling the left hypocrites because they said that they wanted people to come in, and then when the Trump administration brings people in, they say that they're against it.
Well, I mean, are you guys fine with white Afrikaners coming here? Like, do you guys feel like they're at a level of persecution in which they should be allowed to come here if they request it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, and it doesn't matter the color of your skin. If you are in your home country, no matter what country in the world, if you are targeted for a specific reason and they're coming in and they're annihilating your whole entire family in an extremely brutal manner and lighting your house and your farms on fire, yeah, I say there's a risk for your safety. And, that's what this program is for, is to help people who are in danger. It doesn't matter if it's a mass annihilation or if it's just targeted. I don't care what color of skin you are. This is what the program's for.
Yeah, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that these people are following the legal process to obtain this refugee status. Like a lot of people that are coming in from the southern border, they get caught and then they, make their asylum claim or what have you. And there's a difference, there's a difference between waiting at the front gates to be let in and crossing illegally to get the technicality,
The biggest issue right now, honestly, is that there was a church program that's been doing this for over 40 years without any kind of qualms, nothing. And next thing you know, it's just because these white Afrikaners are trying to come in that they're like, oh, no. And they're trying to shut it down. And that's where I'm like, wait a minute, this is political. This is unacceptable. This goes against what you guys and the program are for. And especially because it's a church group. Really?
Well,
Stop.
And I mean, I agree with Marco Rubio here. Like, they're literally, you just don't like the fact that they're white. Like, they're making it a racial thing for no reason. We have long accepted persecuted people of all color, all race, right? and now all of a sudden we start accepting white Afrikaners from South Africa, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, why you guys are complaining about immigrants and blah blah blah? Why are you letting these guys in? It's like you literally only are complaining because they're white. If we started bringing in a bunch of black people from South Africa, then all the Democrats wouldn't say a peep. There would be no peep about it. It's literally just because they're white.
I think I can see the reason why they're framing it with, the administration trying to enact deportations and trying to put restrictions on, immigration or whatever. I can kind of see how they would frame it that way, but these people are just looking at it at the surface level. They aren't looking at the nuance, and they're just sticking with it's because they're white narrative, because that's really all they know. The whole racial aspect is all they really can latch onto.
Yeah. Well, what's called? Yeah, I just wanted to bring this up real quick because I know a lot of people are talking about this, and it's like, yeah, I don't care if because I've been talking about this for a little bit. I bring it up to people like, hey, do you know white people in Africa? They have their property physically taken from them. They get dragged through the streets, like all kinds of stuff. Just based off their race. You have politicians. They chant songs that kill the Boer, which is like basically kill the white person. And they have actual like high level political officials chanting this sort of thing. So you want to talk about persecution? Like that's outright blatant persecution. And it's crazy to me that they're upset we're saving these people. Like it's weird.
Right.
Now,
what's the alternative? Like, do we just say sorry, you can't come in, and then watch them die?
We just wait for them to have their property taken, because there's sorry, Nora, there's been interviews from these people to come over, and they're like, we don't want to come over here. We had property, we had farmland back home, but we were forced to come here.
Yeah.
Either we don't help them, or what happens if we don't help them is they will literally die, or they will leave and try to go somewhere else where they're safe. Here is literally the safest option, and they were going through a church, which is even more disgusting, that a church is turning them away because of the color of their skin.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. But nothing ever surprises me in politics. I hung out with a buddy. We went fishing over the weekend. We didn't catch anything, unfortunately, but it was nice to hang out. But I was telling him just some of the recent news stories we had, and he's like, "Man, this is why I don't listen to politics." I'm like, "But that's why I listen to politics, because you never know what you're gonna get." Like stories like this, it's just so ridiculous. Never in a million years would I be thought I'd be sitting here talking about how they don't like how white refugees just came into the country. It's ridiculous. But that's why I like talking about politics, because it's always interesting, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's beneficial to talk about politics because, it allows you to either mentally or physically prepare for the circumstances that can come upon you. You know what I mean?
I just I like being informed, especially living in California. You never know what people in California are trying to do.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, there are other clips. Let's see. Oh, we have this other clip. We can react to this one. From Rubio again. Let's see. Let me close out of this one. I gotta find the clip. That's what they need to do next, is make it easier to pull up clips that I want to share. There we go. Okay. So Rubio again. He's talking to Chris Van Hollen, which is the guy went and saw what's his name, Abrego Garcia, had margaritas with him. So here's a clip of him roasting him on that. It's a 4-minute clip, but we'll watch some of it. Very quiet. What the fuck?
Can I respond?
I can't make it louder.
Well, first of all, your regret for voting for me comes from doing a good job. Based on what I know.
Well, that's a flippant statement.
Can I respond, Mr. Chairman?
Okay, so it's really quiet, but what he just said there was, I guess Chris Van Hollen said he regretted voting for Rubio, and he said, if you regret voting for me, then that means I'm doing my job right. Yeah. It's can you guys even hear it, or is it just quiet on my end?
It's kind of
no, it's quiet.
It is quiet. Okay, I don't know what the fuck. Nick Sortor, come on, bro. Normally he's got the good clips. It's fine. It's just Rubio talking about how ridiculous these people are, and he's making fun of them. Let's see. I want to talk about this story from the Pope.
Enemy?
What?
I said it like his response kind of sounds like, "Did you forget that you're the enemy?
Yeah, right.
The only reason you voted for me is because you couldn't vote against me because I."
We're here to drain you from the swamp. Did you forget that?
Yeah.
We're here to expose you.
So I don't really. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video today. If you thought that was a great video, great live stream, great whatever you were watching, make sure you hit that like, thumbs up, whatever you're watching, hit that follow, subscribe, and if you really want to support me, you could always share the video and comment down below. But thank you guys so much. Make sure you follow on Rumble, YouTube, and X. Thank you, and peace out.